Hi, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be a video for Sagittarius. I just want to start off by saying that while tarot archetypes are universal and the messages can absolutely apply to anyone in their personal situation, I do specifically ask my ancestors and spirit guides for messages for Black people, for those of us who live throughout the diaspora and our brothers and sisters on the motherland. Because if we don't put us first, then we're always going to be last. So, with that said, let's get started. I'm going to start with some oracle cards, and the oracle deck I'm using today is Adinkra Ancestral Guidance by Bresi-Ando. I absolutely love this deck. What do you have for Sagittarius? I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. A lot. Venus is in Sagittarius. I think my Jupiter is in Sagittarius. And I think Uranus. I have to refer back to my chart now. Myself. No, I have a Sag stellium. Just trying to blank on exactly where those placements are. But anyway. Have for Sagittarius? What ancestral wisdom do you have for them, Sagittarius? What messages from HooDoo, non-normal semi Sagittarius? Okay, says you guys got an extra card. I pulled 3 for everyone else and then read the bottom of the deck, but 4 popped out, so I'll take all of them. All right, the first oracle card we have is HooDoo. Disclaimer: I do not speak Twi. I'm learning Twi for my own spiritual and personal growth. And if I mispronounce something, please forgive me. If you know how to pronounce it, feel free to correct me, as long as you do so respectfully. But this is HooDoo, and it means independence. From the expression Fawuhadi ene obre na ena, independence comes with hard work. We know Sages love their independence, love their freedom. All right. Juaninimin. And this is ram's horns, a symbol of humility together with strength, emphasizing that even the strong need to be humble. Humble yourself, Sag. We know you're strong. Okay. Kajo Baden. Rays, the original all-seeing eye symbol that represents the cosmos and the spirit world. Mpatapo. Pacification knot. I don't know if it's Mpatapo or Mpatapo. Pacification knot. A symbol of forgiveness and reconciliation. Gotta forgive someone, Sag. Maybe yourself. Could be. Musuyiri. Someone else got this. That which cleanses and removes bad luck. I feel like it was Capricorn that got this. A symbol for good fortune and sanctity. It encourages regular requests for good omens from God. So you should pray and ask God to bless you, to cleanse you and your energy, to fortify you. And do that frequently. I know a lot of people, it's more comfortable to pray for others, but you have to pray for yourself first. You got to put your own mask on before you can help someone else get theirs on. All right, let's move into the tarot. And today I am going to be using the HooDoo Tarot. This is by Tayannah McQuillar. I hope I pronounced her name right. Sorry if I did not. I love this deck. Both of these decks are created by Black people, and I'm always going to use at least one deck created by a Black person in all my public readings because Ujima. Cooperative economics. Message is flying out for y'all, Sagittarius. It's funny that I happen to say the messages are flying out. The card that flew out when I said that talks about messages flying. Some Sagittarius out there might be a reader, a tarot reader, or have some other type of spiritual gift that allows them to get messages from beyond the 3D. Clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, something. One more, please, Spirit. One more card, please, for Sagittarius. Oh, gave me 2 more. Thank you. Who had this? Was it Aquarius? It was either Aquarius or Pisces. Yeah, there's a lot of related messages. A lot of related messages here. Says you need to go back and watch the Aquarius and Pisces videos. There might be some messages there for you too. We all have all the signs in our chart, so watching videos for signs other than your sun sign can be beneficial, especially if you watch it for your moon, rising, and Venus signs. All right, but let's get into it. So the first card out was Bishop C.H. Mason. And in the traditional tarot, this would be the Hierophant. That talks about your spiritual systems, your spiritual leaders, and the following them. Bishop C.H. Mason was the founder of the Church of God in Christ, or the Kojic Church. Yes, so this card is all about answering the call of spirit and following what spirit would have you do, following your spiritual leaders and learning and growing in your spiritual and religious practice. Okay. Next card out is the Seven of Sticks. This would be the Seven of Wands in the traditional tarot. Seven of Sticks talks about defending your higher ground. I believe the character in this card is named Gullah Jack. And if I remember correctly, he was an enslaved man who escaped, and I can't remember if he did the work for himself or someone else did it, or if this was just a spiritual gift that he had. I'm going to have to refer back to the guide and clarify that. But either way, he managed to figure out how to change himself into a gator, so that when he was escaping through the swamps and slave catchers were after him, they could not catch him and couldn't find him. And it said that when people travel through the parts where Gullah Jack lived, sometimes people come across him and he can either bless them or curse them, depending on their energy. The Seven of Knives is here. So a lot of people see the Seven of Knives or the Seven of Swords and immediately think that it is deception, trickery, lies. And it can be all those things, but it can also be planning. And a lot of times it's just necessary to keep your plans to yourself. Not everybody has positive energy to impart to your plans. Not everyone can see your vision. And a lot of times that negativity can stop things in their tracks. But on this card, this lady is preparing some soup for her husband, and she has put black rooster feathers in the soup to keep her man faithful. She has a plan that she does not want anybody else to be in on. She doesn't need them foiling her plan. She's not necessarily doing something harmful. It is deceptive, but yeah, she ain't trying to hurt nobody. Okay, this is the card I was talking about that popped out when I said the messages were flying. This card talks about messages flying. It's the Daughter of Knives. And in this deck, it talks about a woman whose spiritual gifts are so strong and so amazing that whenever she sits down, she has looks like a Ouija board in front of her, or some divination tool, some tool that allows her to communicate with spirits from another realm. As soon as she sits down, they pretty much rush her. Everyone needs to get their messages through. But she is sharp and quick-witted and intelligent and a very good communicator. So, Sag, that could be you. Maybe you got a bunch of people Maybe they're coming to you for advice or help. We know y'all got a quick wit. We know you're intelligent. All right, next card out. The Two of Baskets. This would be the Two of Cups in the traditional tarot. This obviously is all about love. And this couple, each of them has a basket in front of them, and each of them has herbs that they use to keep their partner faithful and in love with them. It's not just the women out here trying to keep their partners faithful. Men do it too. But aside from that, it talks about balance and companionship, partnership. Could be a soulmate. The Nine of Coins is here. I love this card so much. The Nine of Coins is here. It would be the Nine of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. The Nine of Coins talks about singlehood, being completely single and completely satisfied in your singlehood, having everything that you need. Sis got her whole dress covered in the evil eye print, trying to ward off people's negative energy. She literally has on a hater blocker dress, like a whole hater blocker dress. She has her cat on her lap, her assistant, if you will, her guardian or guide that helps her to be in communion with spirit. It speaks to her magic. She got her martini there. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's interesting that the Nine of Coins, it talks about being happily single, will come up right after the Two of Baskets. We'll see what that's about when we clarify. And the last thing that came out is the Seven of Baskets. The Seven of Baskets talks about having lots of options or lots of choices. Could be anything in those baskets, things that are very appealing to us. Sometimes we might not necessarily know what's in each basket. Just have a lot of choices. Could be some confusion surrounding those choices. The person in this card is taking a spiritual bath to clear away any confusion, to help them make the correct choice. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Knives. The Two of Knives talks about having to make a decision, but doing it without the benefit of your sight, or without the benefit of being able to see what is in front of you. And in the traditional tarot, the person in the card is blindfolded. So they have to rely on their emotion and their thoughts to help them make the right decision. This card talks about not using your intuition, not using your spiritual sight. Because she is not using her spiritual sight, she is anxious and nervous and unsure of what to do, hence her expression. And it reminds me, if you watch the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, her friend, I'm so mad at myself for not remembering this girl's name because she's my favorite character on the show, but she has the cunning, the gift of foresight, of clairvoyance, and she is losing her physical sight. And she pretty much has a choice between maintaining her physical sight and losing her spiritual gift, or embracing the spiritual gift and never being able to physically see again. So that's what that card reminds me of. Masuji reminds me of the Seven of Baskets because it talks about cleansing and removing bad luck. That's what was at the bottom of the deck for our oracle. It definitely puts me in the mind of the energy of the Seven of Baskets, especially considering that there's a spiritual bath happening here. removing bad luck, cleansing those other bodies, not just the physical body, but the spiritual body as well, cleansing your aura. Also, HooDoo and the Nine of Coins, independence and being happy in your singlehood. And Empathifor, the pacification knot, could very well have something to do with this Two of Baskets here. It talks about forgiveness and reconciliation. Now, I don't know if this couple has ever broken up to where they needed to reconcile, but I'm sure if they're this in love, they've had the need to forgive each other for something, because they're human. They're human. Sag, you guys' messages are really strong. Real strong. Let's clarify. Clarify with the Rider-Waite. Messages, please. Sag, didn't I say you guys' messages were really strong? Real strong. I'm going to show you in a second. Spirit is basically just like, I said what I said. To clarify, Bishop C.H. Mason, which is number 5, the Hierophant, you got number 5, the Hierophant. Spirit said what they said. This is about your spiritual practices, the spiritual systems that you follow, the spiritual leaders that you follow. Maybe needing to take a look at that, needing to examine those things. Maybe they are playing a very prominent role in your life right now. And following the Hierophant, for clarification, we got the Page of Cups. So a lot of people also see the Hierophant as the marriage card because there are 2 people right here before a priest. And then immediately followed by the Page of Cups makes me feel like Sagittarius. Is somebody about to propose to you? Are you proposing to someone else? Marriage in the air for the Saggies? I don't know. Maybe. That was followed by the 7 of Wands, which I found hilarious because the next card out that we need to clarify is the 7 of Sticks, the 7 of Wands. Spirit said what they said, defending your position. So maybe there is someone here that is needing to defend their position with you. And the way that they plan to do that, maybe they ask you to marry them. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Clarify the Seven of Sticks for us, please, Spirit. Okay. This is a lot. We'll take them and I won't ask for anything else. All right. So first out, clarifying the Seven of Sticks, we have the Six of Swords. This is moving from a difficult to handle emotional state into a much more calm, peaceful state. Moving from these choppy waters here to much calmer waters. This could be an actual physical move to a place that's going to make you happier, where you feel more at home. Or it could be a totally mental and emotional thing. Your thoughts are represented here by the swords, which is the main energy of the card. But there is plenty of water here, which lets us know that there's a lot of emotion attached to whatever this is dealing with. The next card out is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess and the Hierophant are basically a pair. They're a couple. This is the feminine energy of following your intuition. She has forbidden knowledge. Those are pomegranates on that curtain behind her. She has the Torah in her lap. She got the cross. She has a crystal ball on her hat. Sis is real magical. She's way tapped in. Sagittarius, this could be asking you to tap into your intuition, or it could be saying, like we said earlier, because Spirit what? Spirit said what they said. You could be uber spiritual. You could be way tapped in, getting all types of messages. Right. The next energy out is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving, very cutting energy coming in to cut away any BS, any confusion. Sometimes they might cause confusion too, because they could be coming in just to get vengeance, get back at someone that they feel like has done them wrong. And they're really not stopping to think about the situation. They're going to do what they feel like needs to be done, and they're going to do it fast. And they're not going to really be very careful about it. They'll cut out what they feel like needs to be cut out, and some other things might just be, casualties. All right. The next energy we have is the Queen of Wands. Sagittarius, I feel like this is you. And that witchy energy and that magic energy. This is someone who, this is feminine energy, not necessarily a woman or a female identifying or presenting person, but feminine energy. Being charismatic, sexy, alluring, charming, spicy, but also very magical. She has a wand and a little black cat right here at her feet. I feel like all of these are emphasizing just how spiritual, how magical you are, Sagittarius. All right. And the last card that we got out to clarify the Seven of Sticks is what? It's the Nine of Pentacles. Because Spirit said what they said. Nine of Pentacles, here twice. You real single and real happy, Sagittarius. You ain't got no worries at all. You taking care of yourself. You looking real good. Real appealing. I got a feeling, Sag. We're going to find out something about the other person in this Two of Baskets. I just got a feeling we're about to find something out. But let's see. Ooh-wee. Didn't I say you was looking real? Ooh. Thank you, Spirit. Didn't I say you was looking real good to somebody, Sag? Didn't I say we was going to find out about the other person in that card? Clarifying the Seven of Knives, which could be a hidden plan, possibly some deception, maybe some lies. I don't know. First out was the Moon. Talks all about the things that we don't know, the mysteries, the secrets, the lies, the hidden things. So maybe somebody is being deceptive. Maybe somebody might have a plan that they're intentionally keeping from you. Maybe they planning their proposal. Deception isn't always bad per se, isn't always negative. It might be something that you don't need to know right away. But there's something there that you don't know, whether you need to or not. The next card is the Six of Cups. So I feel like whoever this other person is in the Two of Baskets is someone you already know. Probably someone you've already had a relationship with, someone you've known for a really long time. This is the reconciliation card. And what did we have? Incredible. A symbol of forgiveness and what? Reconciliation. Because what? Spirit said what they said. Sag, I told you guys from the beginning that the messages were strong. The energy is strong for y'all. But here you are in your defensive energy with your guard up, Nine of Wands. You the wounded warrior. You've been through some things and you're not trusting it. You shielding yourself and possibly some other treasure behind this wall of wands that you got up here. What happened? Was there some deception? Do you just feel it? Even you might not even have proof. You just feel like something ain't right, so you feeling defensive? All right, we're gonna see. Yeah, Sag, you ain't trusting it. Sag, I don't think you're trusting it. Clarifying the Daughter of Knives, that witchy sister that's getting those messages real fast. First, we have the Four Cups. Somebody is not interested in what's being offered to them. Sag, I feel like that's you in that defensive energy. You're not accepting whatever is in this page's cup. He trying to hand it to you, got a fish in it. Somebody might be trying to knock you up, Sag. You better be careful out here. Or it could be a male Sag trying to knock somebody else out. I don't know. But somebody is in that defensive energy and they don't want it. They don't want it. Or maybe they're acting like they don't want it. Maybe they don't see it. Maybe they're so focused on these cups down here that they're missing this opportunity. I feel like it's more that you don't want it. You don't trust it. The next thing out is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, this reminds me of that Nine of Pentacles energy. You over here with everything you need. With everything you need. Holding on to your pentacle. This is the Earth Queen here. You make things grow. You always in full bloom. You got it together. You holding on to yours. Next card out is the King of Cups. Somebody here has plenty of emotion, plenty of love. I feel like this is that other person. It could be you too, but I feel like this is that other person. They're very in control of it. They might not be showing you all the emotion and all the love that they have for you, but it's definitely there. Definitely. Sad. You got another marriage card. You got another soulmate card. A lot of people call this the twin flame card. It's the 1111 card. You see that 1111? Those wands. The Four of Wands talks about stability, building stable new foundations from this passion. It's very celebratory. And you got one marriage card. You got the Hierophant twice. You got the Two of Baskets here. Sag, I really feel like somebody might be about to get engaged. Something is going on here with a marriage or a very, very serious relationship. And the next card out is the Three of Wands. So somebody is waiting. I feel like, and they're waiting, and the ships are coming into the harbor. They can see it. Ship's inventory is called a manifest. This person is manifesting, and their manifestations are right on the horizon. They can almost reach out and touch them. And I feel like somebody is trying to manifest something with you, Sag. But you're in that defensive energy and you are not trusting it. And they are trying oh so hard. All right. Spirit, what do you have to say about the Two of Baskets? Okay. Oh, Sag! I knew it. I knew it. All right. Okay. Anything else? Two of Baskets. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So clarifying the Two of Baskets, that love card, that soulmate card, that partnership card. Ten of Cups. Total emotional fulfillment. This is total happiness here. Being happy with the one you love, starting a family, just being all googly eyed, real sweet on each other. But immediately following that, you got the Three of Swords. That is heartbreak. Ooh, that is some pain. And I feel like it was caused by a third party situation. Somebody had too many options, too many choices. The Seven of Cups, which is the same as what? The Seven of Baskets. Because Spirit, what? Said what they said. Somebody had too many choices. And they made a heartbreaking decision here. Possibly messed up that Two of Cups. And that Ten of Cups, or the Two of Baskets and Ten of Cups. Same thing. Let's hear for the Nine of Coins, Spirit. Too much, Spirit. Clear messages, please. Okay. Sag, I feel so sorry for whoever crossed y'all. You sitting up here with your Nine of Pentacles energy, which we had twice. So we know that's real, that's deep, that's stable. You are good. You can do bad all by yourself, and you ain't doing bad. Clarifying that Nine of Coins, you got the Empress, baby. You are the Queen of Queens. You sitting up here with your good moo on in your big comfy chair. All fertile. Didn't I say something about somebody getting knocked up? The Empress a lot of times is shown as being pregnant. In this card, we wouldn't know if she's pregnant or not, because like I said, she got her good moo on. But yeah, this is the energy of all the queens combined. You are A-okay over here by yourself. This is nurturing. This is motherly energy. She's sexy. She can support herself. This is the Nine of Pentacles to the 10th power. But she's not always, she's alone in this card, but she's not typically seen as a single woman. She's usually seen as a wife and mother. But I mean, hey, she's alone in the card and she's out here clarifying the Nine of Coins. So maybe somebody is trying to take you from that Nine of Coins energy to this Empress energy. They're trying to put a ring on it and put a baby in it. I'm just saying. Well, Spirit just saying. The next card out is the Six of Pentacles. So it can talk about an equal give and take. It can talk about charity. But I don't really like this card. Not in the Rider-Waite. I feel like this is a third party energy card. I feel like this is someone just trying to balance out and make sure that they give the same to two different people, two different situations. And yeah, it says you're not having it. You're not having it. You actually want the equal give and take. Somebody gotta go. And technically, I mean, in the card, they're only giving to one person. The other one's still there with their hand out there. Why are they even there? The Queen of Swords wants to know, why are they even here? Huh? Come tell me. And if you come at me with the BS, you know what's going to happen with this sword. Sag, you're not having it. All right. Let's clarify this last card. Why is the Seven of Baskets here? What's up with these choices, Spirit? Okay. What did we say? What did we say that Seven of Baskets was? Somebody having too many options, right? Given to too many different people, places, things. Anything else for the Seven of Baskets, Spirit? Sag, clarifying that Seven of Baskets, those choices, the Two of Pentacles, somebody is juggling, or was. Maybe that's what you found out. Maybe that's what the moon was about. Maybe that's what had you in that defensive energy. But you the Sag, you put a stop to that. That's dead. It's a done deal. Something is having to transform. Death is not the end, it's a transformation. It will not be the same. It's a relationship transforming, somebody realizing what they lost, trying to come back, hoping for that reconciliation that's been here over and over in this reading, trying to get past those walls you put up with the Nine of Wands. They spying on you. They trying to get more information. See if it's okay to come back. It could be you trying to get more information about the situation, about what's been going on, but I don't think you care, Sag. You've been here all in your Nine of Coins energy, your Nine of Pentacles energy that keeps popping up. You hearing your Empress energy. You don't care about what they're doing. You don't care at all. Somebody is spying on you. They trying to get more information. I feel like they're trying to figure out how they can come back, how they can get back into your life. To get that judgment. The judgment talks about going back and looking at something that you thought was dead and over with fresh eyes. Calling things back from the dead. To give it a second chance. A second chance that only the divine could grant. Because the Sag is not granting it. Well, maybe you are. You do have reconciliation here. 1. Let's see. I kind of count this as a reconciliation card. 2. 3, or we can call it 2.5. And if you count the 2 of baskets as 1, 2, then we'll just call it a smooth 3. You got a lot of love and a lot of reconciliation here. You got the King of Cups here. All of that, Sag. I don't know, Sag. I don't know. Looks to me like somebody had too many options and they didn't know how to deal. They made the wrong decision. Possibly messed up this 2 of basket situation, that 10 of cups situation. And they're trying to get back to it. And they willing to do anything to get that back. Marry you. Give you a baby. Yeah. Somebody planning something. They got something up their sleeve for you, baby. All right, Sag, what y'all gonna do? Let me know in the comments. If this resonated with you, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your energy with me. Hey, new Ife. Good love. Bye-bye.